unlocking superhuman abilities, accessing hidden memories, all by tapping into the 90% of the brain that we don't use. Is that possible? Hello and welcome, beautiful minds. I am Dr. Berto of Lasting Health's YouTube channel. Over the years, I have heard countless myths about our body and health, but there are few of them that really keeps popping again and again in my mind. And one of them is humans only use 10% of their brains. Well, today we are here diving deep into faults and mysteries of the human brain to debunk that myth. Apparently, the origin of this myth traces back to an American psychologist named William James. He once said, "We are making use of only a small part of our mental and physical resources." Yet, the truth is that James never specified a particular usage percentage of the brain. The media took over whatever James says and they adopted a 10%. The reality is that at that time, neurosciences did not have enough research power and was still in development. Early scientists found it challenging to pinpoint the exact function of every brain region. Fast forward to today, modern brain imaging availability, like functional MRI and PET scans, it paints a vibrant picture of how our brain works. Almost every part of our brain has known to have particular functions. In particular, we have the so-called functional magnetic resonance imaging. This is perhaps the most well-known tool used to measure brain activity. It works by detecting changes in blood flow to specific parts of the brain. When a brain area is more active, it consumes more oxygen and needs increased blood flow. But visualizing these changes, researchers can see which part of the brain are active during a specific tasks or thought processes. There is another imaging called positron emission tomography, and we call it PET scan. The PET scan measures the brain's metabolic activity. Rather than the flow, it's a small amount of radioactive material that is introduced into the human body, and its concentration changes according to the part of the brain that is more activated at a particular time. This allows researchers to see which areas are more active compared to others, and they can correspond what type of activities we are doing that correspond to a particular part of the brain. In general, from the cerebellum that is managing our dance movement to the insula processing our emotions, every region of the brain has a particular role. And when we say every part, we mean it. What is known at present is that activities, experiences, thoughts, and even resting states different parts of the brain. And there is no large region of the brain that is perpetually inactive or useless. There are many stories of individuals bouncing back from traumatic brain injuries, and that further debunk this myth, thanks to something that I am going to explain clearly now. Our brain's secret tool is the ability to adapt and rewire, and we see that these individuals who have suffered brain injury, they find new ways to function, implying a robust brain usage. Remember when you tried riding a bike and you kept falling? Your brain was indeed building new pathways. Now, when you glide smoothly, this is what we call neuroplasticity. New connections, new action that you have learned by interconnecting new neurons that they have learned to keep you on top of your bike. It is also worth noting that the brain is highly adaptable. Neuroplasticity allows the brain to rewire itself, particularly when parts of it are damaged or underutilized. The connectivity and interactivity of different regions of the brains make it a dynamic and constantly adapting organ. Why is this important to understand? Because you got a tremendous brain power, and it is already with you. An evolutionary perspective, our brains consume about 20% of our body's energy. The brain is a hungry organ. Just imagine this. The brain consumes around 20% in energy of the whole human body consumption. And the brain is perhaps the only organ that is protected by such a strong armor, which is the skull. The skull is designed to shield the most important organ in your body, your brain. This fortification suggests that more than a mere 10% of importance is allocated by the human body to protect a particular organ. Our brains are wonders. We continuously learn, create, and connect with others. Remember, your first bike ride or the smell of your grandma's cookies? That is your brain incredible storage and retrieval memory system. Emotions, empathy, understanding the pain and joy of another is not only a 10% task. It is the whole brain functioning as a whole. We have been sold on the idea that we have a hidden potential in our brain, and that can be spectacular to achieve, when indeed we all possess an organ that is always learning, is always adapting, and is always growing. Indeed, let's cherish our brains, nourish them, challenge them, and most importantly, take care of them. Because the real magic is not in the fictional 90% we don't use. The real magic is in the 100% that is tirelessly working every single day, minute, and second to make us, well, all of us, perfect human beings. I have more to tell you about the brain in our next video, so if you have enjoyed this little information but powerful, that you have to believe that you can do whatever you can in your life because you have the most powerful tool, well, subscribe to us, give us the thumbs up, and share with your friends, and we will see you next time. Well, this is Dr. Berto from Lasting Health Channels. Please subscribe. I will appreciate your comments. I will answer to them, and we see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.